it's Chloe and we're back with another video. You guys, we are here to talk about Put a Ring on It season 4 episode 3, and I'm gonna try not to be as triggered as I was when I watched it. Okay, so if this is your first time here, I need you guys to do me a favor, sit back, relax, and watch the video on through. If you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If y'all one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Okay, and I need y'all to do one other thing for me, and that's hit the like button. I know y'all want to be like, I don't even know if I like what I'm watching. Y'all been here before. Hit the like button. That's why you keep coming back. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So this episode picks up where it left off. Dunbar getting ready to tell us about his stuff, okay? We about to learn what Dunbar stuff is, okay? So he tells Dr. Stacy that he struggles with anger, depression, and anxiety, and he doesn't want to hurt anybody anymore. Okay, he says that his stepfather used to beat his mom, and that confused him because he's never was taught how to love, just how to fight. He admitted to being verbally abusive to the woman he used to date, and he also said that he will bring the anger from the football field home. Okay, he doesn't want to tell Chance that he really needs help, and he doesn't trust that she will understand because the other woman he used to deal with left when he started having his breakouts. Okay. So let me just go ahead and break this down just a little bit. It's been something around Dunbar's energy this whole time that I felt was very abusive, okay? And I never could put my finger on it, but he admitted it. He admitted to being verbally abusive, and now I understand and I see it. Something about the way he stares at Chance, and something about the way he talks to her, something about the way he sits, something about the way he behaves, always yelled abusive to me to a certain extent. I'm not saying that he was out here hitting on her because I don't know that. But I promise you, I told my members last week when we were watching Put a Ring on It and we were talking in the chat, I said to them, I said, I feel like he's abusive. And I said, if he's not abusive, he's definitely a manipulator. And you would say, Chloe, you don't know if he's a manipulator. Yes, he is. Because he is with this woman who he claims that he loves so much, but he doesn't trust her enough to let her in on his sickness. Depression, anxiety is a mental illness. Anger, all these things need help. But see, this is my issue that I'm having with you, Dunbar, and I'm trying to be sympathetic as possible. But if you know that you're struggling with these things, why are you not in counseling? Why are you not in therapy? You are a grown man. You have control over Chance. You have control over all these things going on in your life, and you want somebody to be submissive, but you are not right within yourself. You can't lead somebody if you can't lead yourself. See, this is the issue that I'm having. Why you want to put a ring on it? I don't understand for the life of me why you want to put a ring on it to decide whether or not you should marry somebody when your mental health isn't stable. And no, I'm not mad at the woman for leaving you when you were verbally abusive to her. And the thing that makes me feel like this is still going on, because you still haven't gotten help for these things. So you never went through a healing process. You can't say that you love Chance if you don't trust her with your feelings and your emotions, and you don't trust her with your deepest, darkest secrets. If you don't trust her this much to let her in completely, there's no way she can be your wife. But that's all I'm going to say about Chance and Dunbar right now until we get to their conversation with Dr. Stacy, because I have a lot of things that I need to get off my chest, but I don't want to jump the gun, okay? So let's keep doing this review how I normally do it, scene by scene, okay? So all the couples meet up with Dr. Stacy for session. Of course, Dunbar and Chance not there, and we don't really care, okay? Dr. Stacy wants to ask them how their dates were going. Ricky and his date with the dress, okay? Because, you know, they was fixated on that dress for some strange reason. He tells them that she was very relaxed and chill and easy to talk to. He told them that, you know, they talked about him sleeping on the baby mama's couch and things like that, and how she would be understanding. And Catherine just laughed because she was like, I was the same way. I was like, oh, I understand understand this, that, and other until she got into a relationship with him. And then she was like, oh no, I'm not okay with that. And what did I tell y'all in my last review? Yeah, you okay with it when it's not you dealing with it. It's always like that. It's always like that when you talk to somebody new. They be okay with all the little quirks and everything till they get in a relationship. Then it's a whole different story. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So Dr. Stacy tells them that this week they going on dates with their exes. Y'all, I said not put a ring on it trying to be like ready to love. But the difference is that they're actually going on the date with their exes. They're not like introducing them to them and then they going out. They're going on a date to figure out some things about themselves, okay? Joya and Jaysha's exes didn't feel comfortable coming up here with them, didn't want to be with them, didn't want to see them, didn't want to talk to them. So they're going to have a one-on-one session with Dr. Stacy, and Catherine and Ricky are still going to go on the dates with their exes. Dr. Stacy lets them know that the purpose of these dates is to help them identify the patterns and the behaviors that they have that may be affecting their relationships today. So Ricky is going on a date with his ex-wife. And I like her. She has good energy. She seems happy, like a good time, right? She says that, you know, her and Ricky are like best friends. And she wants him to be with someone that's going to work with them, not against them, okay? And I was like, okay, that's a good mentality because you got to be involved. You got to be involved. So when she came in the house, you know, they sat down and talked. And Catherine basically thanked her for helping him get this relationship right. He went outside and he opened the door for her and she was like, you open doors? Oh my God, you open doors. And when you start doing that, yes, I love this. I love this. And I was like, Ricky, though, he don't be opening no doors and he only doing that because the camera around. Trust me, when them cameras is not around, he is not opening nobody's door, okay? So as they were sitting down talking, I could tell that they were really good friends. They seemed very, very platonic. And I was listening to them talk and she said that she doesn't call after hours anymore, even if it is about the kids. He doesn't sleep on the couch anymore. And now I'm starting to wonder, why are we bringing up stuff if none of these things are happening? It sounds like the boundaries were already put in place. And you could tell that she really wants them to work this out, okay? She told him that he needs to be the one to set up a date for them three to go out and have fun so that they can really get to know each other, so that they can start, you know, building a bond and a connection where it won't have to be so strenuous on their relationship. And I agree. And the fact that his ex-wife brought it up made me realize that she is really on some mature grown woman-ish. And at the end of the day, this is all about their son. She just wants to make sure that no matter what, this man is going to have access to his son whenever he wants to have access. And if she feels as if his girlfriend may play a part in him being a very active father in the way that he has been, she's going to make sure that she does everything that she can to make her feel comfortable and him feel comfortable with the arrangement that they have. I just feel like Catherine is getting her own way when it comes to them two. I really didn't see anything weird between them two. It really did seem like they were just good friends, co-parenting with a great relationship. See, the thing is, people are so used to toxic. They so used to people fighting and not liking their baby mamas and baby fathers and ex-wives and ex-husbands and, you know, going back and forth all the time. That way, when you see a very healthy partnership, you can't help but think that it still gotta be something there. When that's not the case, not for these two, I don't think. Joya and Jaysha are happy that they're not going on dates with their exes. And Dr. Stacy showed up to their apartment, and Dr. Stacy always looks so cute. Like, she just looks so cute. I'm like, come on, Dr. Stacy, and give it to me, okay? So they jump right into the conversation about co-parenting. Y'all, I did not even know that Jaysha had a daughter. It's like every episode I find out that one of them have a child. I'm trying to figure out, because the way they talk about kids, you would think they don't have any, because she talks about having a baby like she ain't never had a baby before, and her time has come where she needs to, you know, have her baby now, okay? And he talks as if he don't want children at all, as if he don't have none, okay? So I'm sitting here like, that's crazy. He got a child too. Dr. Stacy asked Joya, where does this, you know, want for another child comes from? And she said she always wanted more than one kid so that they could be raised together, but she wanted to be married the next time she have a child, which is completely understandable, which is why now I understand why she wants to get married, because she wants to have another child. But he's not on that page, okay? So when Dr. Stacy sits down and talks to Jaysha by himself, we find out that he's more in fear of having kids because he feels like what happened between him and his wife before can happen again. Because he did have a wife, he did have a child, he did have a family, and he ultimately lost that family dynamic. And then he could create that same dynamic again and lose it once again. He's definitely living in a place of fear. And the fact that he has a daughter that he can go visit when he wants, but she's being actively raised by another man, I know that really has to affect him. And he said he didn't even realize how much it affected him until now. And now I think that he has a clear idea of why he doesn't want a child right now. And then he also comes to realize that he doesn't want to just have a child with her out of fear of losing her. And then he also realized that he doesn't want to force himself to have a child with Joya because he's scared to lose her. Because then he'll be an unhappy parent and she's going to be doing everything by herself and he's going to feel like she trapped him. I feel like, honestly, they wasting each other's time. I think they are a beautiful couple. I think they'll be great together, but they just do not want the same thing. She's at the age where she really needs to think about, does she have the time to invest 2-3 more years into somebody if she's not sure she's going to get the return that she wants on it? And that's a marriage and a baby. And if he's not willing to marry you and have a baby with you in the time span, then you're going to have to move on. Because all you're doing at this point is wasting more and more time. You need to figure this thing out. And I mean, quick. So now it's time for Catherine to go on her date. And come to find out, her date is her ex-fiance. She didn't even know who her date was going to be. So when she saw him, she was like, oh my God, Corey, it's you. Corey said that they was engaged when she was 20 and he was 36. And I said, that's weird. But I'm going to let it go. When they go out and they start talking, we realize that she dealt with a lot of things with his baby mama, that he didn't set a lot of boundaries and he didn't help control the situation between her and his baby mother. And then she had a moment of realization where she realized that she's projecting her past relationship on her relationship now. And I said, exactly. He also mentioned that she gets in her head and she will bring up things from months later and make them this big thing. And I said, that's exactly what she's doing. Because why are we still talking about the fact that, you know, he's sleeping on the ex-wife's couch if he hasn't done that in God knows how long? Why are we still bringing up the fact that they was having phone conversations when they haven't done that in God knows how long? So obviously he is setting boundaries, whether you are saying what the boundaries are and he's correcting it or whether he's fixing it on his own. Either way, he has set these boundaries, but you won't let them go. You keep bringing them up as if the issue is ongoing when it's not ongoing. So now I'm sitting here starting to think to myself like, Catherine, what's up, sis? She did say that she realized from this date that she took her insecurities from her past relationship into this relationship. And she just has to trust Ricky. Basically, that's it. Because I don't see too many girls coming after Ricky, sis. And I don't even think his ex-wife want him. Girl, I think it's just you. So go ahead and be happy with your man. So Chance and Dunbar meet with Dr. Stacy and they told her that they believe that, you know, this process isn't for them and they are with who they need to be with and they just so happy. And now his depression is gone. I said, depression going in 2 days? Wait, it might have been 1 day. The depression is gone? Who's the doctor? Because you know how many people are suffering with depression right now that can use it? Dunbar is full of SHIT. And so the hell is Chance, okay? Dr. Stacey was like, so what do you mean it's gone? I wanted you to share with her what you were dealing with. Because you said you don't trust her. Chance was like, did you say you don't trust me? Or she putting words in your mouth? Hold up. Because who's she talking to? Because who's she talking to? He said, what I said I don't trust is that if I told you that you will understand what I was going through and leave me. So then we get the playback. In the playback, he said that he's not trusting that she will understand. Meaning he does not trust her, right? Because he doesn't trust that she will understand. Means that you don't trust her. You don't trust her with your heart. You don't trust her with your feelings. You don't trust her with your emotions. Because if you did, you would tell her. How are you engaged? I am confused. And I need to really put this out here because it's really driving me crazy. How did y'all two get engaged? And he doesn't trust you enough to tell you that he is suffering from anger, depression, and anxiety. How are y'all living in this world of delusion? Just like Dr. Stacy said, you're betraying yourself, Chance, and you're betraying yourself, Dunbar. Because you're not even opening up to each other to the full extent to really be able to, be there to support each other. How do you expect for her to submit to you when you don't even have it all together in your brain? Sir, do not sit up here and bring Jesus and the Lord into this because you did not get healed overnight. I'm sorry. I know miracles happen, but I promise you, you did not get healed overnight. And to keep it all the way 100, the way you're moving out here on the YouTube streets, threatening people, tells me that the anger issues are still here. So if y'all want to go live in this state of delusion where everything is so perfect and y'all are just so happy, go ahead and do that. But honestly, y'all need to get help individually and together if y'all gonna be in a successful relationship, because it's not healthy. This is a toxic way, and I'm sure that he's manipulating you, Chance, and making you feel as though he's your king and you're gonna submit to him and you're gonna be all these things. As much as you think you are an independent woman, you are not. And for you to get so defensive with Dr. Stacy like that when all she was trying to do was help y'all, because last time I checked, y'all signed up for this show. It's beyond me, baby. It's beyond me. But y'all could go ahead and live in y'all delusion together. And y'all, that was put a ring on it. Child, I'm glad they off my TV. I am glad they off my TV. I always had bad vibes about them. And I'm glad that I don't have to, deal with that any longer. Because last season last season was triggering. And this season was not about to keep triggering me the way last season did with Kenny and Short. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget, like the video, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.